Hey, we were talking a little bit earlier about the idea of austerity. I'm sure all of you are so tired of hearing the Republicans bemoan the deficit like they have been for the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, and fought so desperately against those massive tax cuts that um, ballooned the deficit, just utterly ballooned the deficit at a time where we were starting to get some measure of like job growth that in the aggregate had begun to build up, right? I mean, the trend went through all the Obama administration. The Obama folks, they pivoted to austerity in 2010. They didn't put enough in for a stimulus. These were all contemporaneous critiques, at least on my part, and certainly by others at the time. It was not that it was not that obscure of a or marginal perspective on this. But after 8 years of solid growth, solid but incremental, the numbers were up. And then the Republicans were like, wait a second, we got to get in here and have a massive tax cut. It's not like we're going to be facing any type of major economic crisis. What are the chances of that happening? Really slim? What are we going to do? Get a pandemic that's going to basically make us, half our businesses go out of business? Forget it. Major tax cut for wealthy people, and then a small tax cut for everybody else that will expire way before that permanent tax cut for the wealthy people. And then you heard all the cries, all those Republicans who voted against it because it was going to balloon the deficit. That last part is the only fabrication. However, it looks like they're not going to pass a stimulus before the election. And if Joe Biden wins, the Democrats are going to have to pass this stimulus by themselves. That's going to cost trillions of dollars, desperately needed to energize the economy and keep people from starving or losing their home or so on and so on. And all of a sudden, Ted Cruz, it's like his alarm bell went off. Yeah, I set my alarm for 4 years from now to see if we should be worried about the deficit. And here's Ted Cruz.
Mick Mulvaney had a great quote. He said, the deficit's the worst thing in the world when Barack Obama was president, but Donald Trump came in and, we're not so worried about that anymore. He's right, isn't he?
So look, I'm very worried about the debt. And I'm worried about it under Trump. Now, to be fair, Trump didn't campaign on cutting the debt.
He did. He said he was going to eliminate the national debt in 8 years.
He also said something, I'm the king of debt in 2016.
Right.
He also said that Ted Cruz's wife was ugly. But, and
your dad killed JFK.
And your dad killed JFK. I mean, listen, it's important as a politician to sort of like absorb these things and then let them get cleansed in your body as they pass through. And that's what he's doing. That was, you got to hand it to Swan. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of him, but he does come in and sort of, it's not hard to anticipate what these guys are going to say, but he must have anticipated that Ted Cruz would say 100% absolute opposite of what the truth or the reality was. I thought Cruz was going to respond when he goes, but it's only been 4 years. He didn't say he was going to reduce the debt in the first 4 years. That's what the second 4 years is for.
No, he went straight to look. He says a lot of things. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, he objectively campaigned on the debt there. It doesn't matter that he campaigned on not doing the debt also. Like, right? Like, he doesn't even it out and make him not campaign on the debt when he said he would have gotten rid of it in 5 or 8 years.
Well, he said he was the king of debt, so he understood debt. Therefore, we will not have debt.
Right.
I hope after Trump is safely out of office, he still serves the one function he's good for, which is humiliating people like Ted Cruz over and over again.
That is, we will miss that without a doubt.